Olá, pessoal! Está começando mais um Podbiz Vivendo na Gringa. Hoje eu estou aqui com 3 convidadas especiais. O nosso podcast de hoje vai ser em inglês, então você que entende aí o idioma vai aproveitar aí essa conversa. Essas meninas são pura alegria e diversão aqui, vai ser uma conversa bem legal. E vamos começar com a Ana Parkman, temos a Cristina e a Enka. Elas estão aí num projeto muito bacana que envolve muita diversão, porém também não é só sobre isso. Tem aí um estudo, a Ana é psicóloga e ela vai contar um pouquinho pra gente, tá? Então, é isso. Hi, Anna. Welcome to the Podbiz. Welcome, Christina and Enka. We're going to start with Anna. I was telling a little bit about you for our audience. Anna is a psychologist, right?
So I have complete, full understanding about how the body works, how the mental part works, and how the spirit part works. And with the years, when I was study, I like to study. That's a very rare part about me. I just love to study, and I was always digging out, feeling that it's something up there. It started, of course, from my own traumas. I was trying to help myself, trying to find out, overcome for the traumas, trying to change my life because I didn't like what I saw, and I found it. I found all the ways, I found all the methods that helped me, first of all, and I changed my life completely. And I overcome all my traumas, and then I can help the others. Like now, I'm like a guide. I'm a guide and light that can.
It's like a mission
Can lead the, yeah. I'm on a mission now, and I'm keep study. I'm that person that never stops. I want to make sure that I know everything, all the powerful methods, all the powerful practice that can help the people. And I keep digging and keep looking for. Right now I'm studying something. I go to some retreats. I always keep improve my knowledge. I think it's right thing. I think it's wrong thing to learn something 20 years ago and keep going with that because it's limiting.
And tell us a little bit about your book. It has to be with this mission, right?
Yes, it's everything about the mission. The reason why I wrote this book because I found how to overcome childhood traumas. And classic psychology, unfortunately, is a long way. I'm aware with the cognitive psychology, I'm aware with the SIM therapy, with a lot of different modalities. I don't want to list them right now. But it was clear for me that to use classic psychology to overcome your traumas, it's a long way. Because there is a homeostasis. Homeostasis is a physical, chemical condition of the body. When you are experiencing some emotions, your body is producing chemicals. So those emotions that you were living for the decades are pretty much form your chemical content of your body. And when you're trying to change it, the alarm system, it's starting. And that's your critical mind is a big part of that. So every time your chemical content of your body try to change, the alarm system start to be aware about this and stopping the process. This is a biological mechanism of survival. This is one of the powerful mechanisms that we have in our body that was created for us to survive, because if you're changing content of your body, it's threat to the life. So that's why it's so hard to overcome your homeostasis, your common condition of your body that you've been living for the years. That's why you need different ways to do that. Apparently, you need to hack your brain to do this quickly. Because I know the people who were going through the therapies for the 10 years. Well, you can do it, and if you wanna do it, you can do it, but 10 years is a big time. Even few years, even 1 year is it's a big period. So, and you're losing the happiness, you're losing the opportunity to live a different life. And why you have to do this. So when I found the way to hack your brain and do this faster, that book was created. This book is a fairy tale. It has metaphors, so it's all metaphoric fairy tale that has a magic. It's a magic story mixed up with the real stories of the people. When you're working as a psychologist and people sharing their childhood traumas and stories, you don't need to create anything, because all the stories there it's from people's life. And as I was saying, for one Italian magazine, I'm writing articles every month. One article was like, I'm really concerned about what people do behind the closed doors with their children. I'm really concerned and afraid, because when the people sharing the stories and I'm listening them, I'm really shocked. And it's around us. And 99% of people around are traumatized with a different way.
And people think that never gonna happen, like with you or with someone closer to you.
Well,
but
it's not what
very,
people think.
It's very close.
People think that
Always.
it's happened only with them.
Yeah.
They're not aware that everybody around traumatized. I can tell you, I work with very successful people, and every third was sexually abused. Even more with in the society of the very successful people, because mostly they overcome and they achieved because of the traumas. It gives you a lot of force, a lot of drive, and those people, they achieve a lot in material field, but they all really suffer inside, and it's a lot of trauma there, lots of drama that they're hidden behind the expensive cars, big yachts, big houses. This is all always also way to try to cover your trauma, because they don't know any other way. And unfortunately, in our schools, we will study a lot of stuff that we don't need, like chemistry and physics and all the mathematics. Well, that was great, but we're supposed to be taught how to overcome the trauma. And the children are supposed to be taught how to deal with some critical events in their life. And this is more important than to know the chemistry and high mathematics and other stuff and algebra. So when I created the method, how to do this fast, how to teach every person to feel compassion, even to those who hurt you, and this is very powerful, I create this book. And the book working with the subconscious. So when you're reading a fairy tale, your conscious mind is turning off, because it's not taking it seriously. It's like it's fairy tale, some messed up story, like what the hell is this? So with this way, you're turning off the conscious mind, and all information goes to subconscious. So this book works with the subconscious.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yes. Plus, the book works with your body, because when you're reading up the processes, all the feelings that characters experiencing, I describe them. So when you're reading, and it's described from the body sensation. So when you're reading and your body also experiencing that, and they're actually changing your chemical content. So I go through the body as well. So it works with your subconscious, and it goes through your body, and it gives a huge impact, because this is the way, this is how the meditations work. They're changing your chemical content, and they work with your body.
Wow,
So
that's really interesting.
Yeah, this is what the book does, and it's really work, because it's really work. The only way to really make a big change is to trick and hack your conscious mind. So this is what it is.
Oh.
When I created the method and I tried the method on different people and I saw it work, I realized that it has to be given to the most amount of people, because this is opportunity. The apocalyptine, the name, it's like medication sound, because this book is a quick pill that can help you to overcome the childhood traumas.
Yeah.
This can get better than that one.
Yeah, that's true.
And you were like translating the books for other languages, right?
Yes, I'm working right now on the translations. I want it to be translated to the most popular languages, like Spanish, like Portuguese.
Nice.
The book translated already in Italy. It's going to be published very shortly in Italy. Maybe French in the future. We'll see how it's gonna go, because I'm more comfortable for people to read book in their own language than in English. So I will look for the opportunities to translate book to different languages, because I really believe in this book. I spent a lot of time, a lot of efforts. I put a lot of knowledge there that I'm aware of to help. That was the only reason I want to help, because I know it's going to help.
Your book is very complex. So when was the moment that you had the idea about writing this book? How that happened? Do you remember?
I remember. I just told you, when I created the method and I saw that it works, I realized that it has to be given not only to my clients. It has to be given to the big audience. And I was thinking how to give this to the big audience, and the book is the way. And I'm working on the audiobook right now, because I know that it's very useful to listen. You can save a lot of time by listening, and it's gonna work anyway. You just have to pay attention to what's going on there, what's I describing there, because it's body processes, as I said. Mm-hmm. So we're breaking homeostasis there, and everybody has a chance to do this twice, because two main characters going through the very serious traumas twice. They're rolling back. They're usually happening when you're trying to change your homeostasis by changing your perception, and your critical mind turning on, alarm, and you're rolling back. This is what's happening when you try to really work on yourself, when you're trying to overcome traumas, and it's not done with the right way, you're always rolling back. It's like, everybody have this feeling like you got insights, and you're like, yay, whoa. It really worked for a couple weeks or something, and you're rolling back to the same. When you have something triggering your trauma, you're rolling right back. And you have the same type of reactions, because it's patterns. They were built, and the patterns, it's life traps that were built by your traumas. And it's like a pattern, so it's like a program that you're following without your awareness, without your wish. You don't want this, especially if you're already aware about your trauma. You don't want to get off of that, but you can't.
It's very very interesting. I'm looking at the book here and say, oh, I need to read that. It's I didn't know, like you mentioned for me before about the book, but I didn't know like how deep it was. So
It's a lot of
yeah.
it's a lot
I
of
really want to read your book. It's very very interesting, and
the book has also illustrations.
Yes.
Illustrations was created from my mind. I know.
oh yeah, I see here.
Yeah, it's showing. This is the life chain. This is how they're happening. Every violent adult is abusing child because he was abused, and it's rolling like from generation to
So true.
generation,
Yes.
from generation to generation until
Yeah.
it's stopped.
Yeah.
And it only can be stopped if you overcome this trauma, and if you stop this pattern. So the pattern and the chain has to be broken.
Yeah.
And that's my mission. I really want to break this chain. I really feel bad for all the children. I was suffering child, and I've seen a lot of abuse in my life, and I know it can be stopped. And this book is a first step. I have a big plan. It's going to be second part of the book with a much more advanced knowledge that I'm going to give. This is more psychology, and it's a psychology. It's a lot of NLP there, because NLP is really powerful. How to hack your brain.
Yeah, I think that's the word. It's really powerful.
A lot of other stuff that I aware about there, about how you're losing the energy, and it's all formed in the metaphors. So it's a metaphoric form. And it's fascinating story anyway. It's a very interesting story just to read, and very weird story. Nobody understands what is going to be ending. And it's even like entertainment, just interesting story. It's interesting to read, but it's going to work with your subconscious. Either you like story or not.
Congratulations, and it's a great mission that you're into.
Hopefully it's going to be accomplished somehow.
Yeah.
And I like the cover too. It's like two children going to the light.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Teenagers going
They
to
are
the light.
teenagers. Why are teenagers? Because I'm using reframing. Reframing is a powerful method to work with the traumas, because teenagers, they are 13. 13 was the age when your psychology and your life perception was pretty much formed, and you were stepping to the adult life already with this baggage.
Yes.
So when a psychologist working with the traumas, we usually go to that moment when the trauma happened, but the most powerful just to go to this age and to cover whatever was before. So I'm transferring person to the teenage. The book has a lot of slang. I was Googling
Wow.
the teenagers slang. There is a dictionary for the moms of teenagers, so I found them. It's not like and I have 17 years old. So when I learn about slang, I start to understand what the heck the teenagers talk about, and it's interesting. It's very interesting to know, because it's a lot of hidden. They also use the metaphors as I do. So it's a lot of slang there to bring you. It's a cursing words there from the beginning, with the reason to make it real, because it's a real life. The most people cursing. The most teenagers were cursing. When I was teenager, I was cursing. I'm still cursing sometimes. And sometimes it's a way to express yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But the reason I was using slang, and they speak like real teenagers speak, to bring you right there, to do right reframing, to bring you to the age when your traumas pretty much got like rooted to your structure, to your mental structure. because after you have fruits after that all your life and enjoying consequences of the traumas rest of your life if you're not doing anything about that. So it's a two genders. It's a boy and girl. And the secret of the fairy tale therapy, the characters are not described with any way. I'm not giving any description like classic book, usually describing character, how they look like, I don't do this. There is some images of characters in pictures, but it can, I just took a white boy and African American girl. I have some Asian looking characters there, so it's just to make understanding that it's for everybody, because their bodies is avatars that you're just entering. So it's a chance for you to be girl and boy, because some people were experiencing what the girl was experiencing, some people were experiencing what the boy. So you have a chance to enter to the body, to be familiar with that, because there is no description of the characters. So it's a big trick, and that was my invention because I'm specializing on the fairy tales. Usually, a fairy tale is a therapy that you're writing story for the one person, and the one person is working with the traumas. So you're writing that person traumas, and through the magic story, the person getting overcome. I created story that worked for everybody, and it's 8 type of childhood traumas listed there, all of them. So that's why it worked for everybody. Everybody gonna find their story there. If they will not find there's gonna be familiar story. Anyways, it's chance to enter either one character without problems. And go through the experience that they go, feel with the body what they feel, experience emotions that comes to them, and they experience it in the body as well, how it goes in the body. So it works together. What I'm doing, I'm working with the subconscious and I'm working with the body processes to combine it together to have the maximum impact.
It's very, very, very nice. Congratulations, and let's talk about another project, another mission that I started with Anna, so we can understand where this project with Christina did came from, because I see a connection between those projects like your mission and with Christina's in your project for it's like more fun, but we have
there is direct
we
connection.
have that foundation like behind all that fun that you guys are planning.
Okay,
so it's not just about fun. It's not just about
she
fun.
She will talk about fun part. I will talk about psychological fun podcast.
Yeah. But it's nice that we started with Anna, so everyone can understand what is behind all that fun, and it's not just about this, but it's a very interesting project too. So Christina, tell us.
Okay. This started, like, people look in my Instagram. Usually Instagram is about show off. And I think until now was a little bit like that. Everybody want to take pictures, show how beautiful they are, where they are, with who they are. It was fun. But like I told you before, I am an emotional healer. I do that naturally. It's my energy. Just to be around me, I can see that people feel good and feel better. And I have this mission too. So when I talk about lifestyle, I talk about lifestyle because lifestyle is the only thing that's gonna connect you with happiness. But if you don't healing yourself, your own traumas, you're never gonna be able to be happy. And we had this idea. We started with one idea, and after I had kind of dreams and visions, I said, I think we need to do some kind of party therapy, is what I call.
Party therapy.
Therapy.
Yes.
That's very
Yes,
fun.
therapy party. So
That's a new age.
new
I want
age.
to do that therapy.
Yeah.
New age. Yeah.
Because we see all these reality shows like useless, right?
Yeah.
It's a waste of time and energy. So we're gonna have the TV, we're gonna have the magazine, we're gonna have some people connected with the media, some movie producers that are invited, and Anna. So we're gonna have some celebrities, some people from the TV, and will be a reality show. But will be
Hopefully.
different, hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
That's the project. But that is the idea why you're gonna have a masquerade party. So now is our part.
Yes, the idea is when I work with the people, worked with the years, and I become to be aware, and I'm certified in so many different modalities. It's a psychology, it's a family constellations. I'm NLP master. I am mastering a lot of other modalities, and I understand that there is much more than just psychology. When the people getting traumatized with different ways and different reasons why it's happening, and it's not just direct reason. I would say that childhood traumas, that's a consequence of much more deeper reasons. Anyways, when you're getting traumas in your childhood, your personality getting separated. It's getting separated. And there is another one thing, there is a persona and shadow part of personality. Shadow part of personality is a hidden part. That's your real personality that was compressed in your childhood. Everything that wasn't accepted when you were a child from your parents, from your society, from your schoolmates, all that stuff that you were real you but wasn't accepted. Your psychology compressed to the shadow part. And that's the biggest suffer of all the people, because most of them don't even know who they are. Because we have all this pretended persona mask. It's a social approved mask. And on Instagram, most people have this mask. Instagram is a big actually problem for the society, because people are showing off, as Christina said. Many people pretending, many people try to show something that's not truth. And that's a big problem, because it's creating that kind of competition and trauma for the others who are watching and saying, oh my God, they live in the beautiful life, they live in a dream, and what happened with me? Well, you can be...
So they start thinking that they're not happy because...
Yes, it's creating a lot of complexes and trauma as well, but you can be aware that it's most of those stuff, it's a pretendance. It's not true. And
They suppress it, pretty much. People suppress things.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're showing something that they not really are.
Yeah.
And you can be aware, as I said, 99% of people traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of the party to help people to get to know themselves and to meet the other from the real personality side. When you have your face covered and you don't call your name, nobody knows who you are. And you have opportunity to be yourself, especially for the people who are famous, especially for the people who are celebrities, who have a lot of money. All those people are very wanted. So everybody wants to be around, not because of them, because of the titles and opportunities and assets they have. So, but all of these people, they want to meet their real soulmates. They want to meet the real people who really gonna like them. But to have opportunity to meet other soulmates, you have to show your real personality.
Yes.
So this is a double therapy. So it's for the people to open up and actually meet themselves, and to meet the others who are gonna like that, who are gonna like your real personality. So you don't have to be aware about what people are gonna say. You don't have
You
to
don't
be
have to be
aware about what people
pretending all the
think. You don't
time.
have to pretend. You don't have to wear your social mask, your image that built for everybody, because a lot of built images. And the problem that you have your built image, you're meeting people who are going to this built image, but you want to meet people who really gonna like you. The only way to show off your real personality. Many times you can't do this. There's a lot of public people. There is a lot of celebrities. So that's why we created this idea to make this kind of parties when the face covered and no names. You just know that you're surrounded by the very selected people. You know that you're surrounded by the celebrities, and you just being yourself without thinking what other people gonna say, and you see whom you getting along with, and you're getting along with somebody, and that's gonna be your real soulmate.
Nice.
A lot of it's a lot of potential for that. You can meet your real love. You can meet your really good business partner. You can meet your friend.
You can meet
for the rest
yourself.
of your life.
You can meet yourself.
First of
can
all,
meet
you're gonna
yourself.
meet yourself.
That's right.
That's the most
Yes,
important.
that's the most
That's the most
important.
important. That's gonna be really interesting meeting.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes, yes.
There will be.
Sometimes I ask people who you really are, and people they don't know what to say because they don't know who they are. You know, they know what they
That's
want
sad.
to show off. You know what they want to show.
Let's not like they want to show off. They don't really know.
They don't really
Because
know.
As
They
I
have
said, it was
idea.
compressed. It was compressed in
Yes.
childhood. We're all victims
Yeah.
of the childhood traumas and dramas. And it's not like our parents were like a horrible people. Our parents were children of those parents, and it goes with it like a chain. All these patterns, they go. And if you don't do anything, you also using the same patterns. I was that mother who were using the same patterns that my mom was using with my first child. I did a lot of mistakes. It's not like I was perfect all my life. I did the big work on myself.
Right.
That's why I can help the others. Because I was that suffering woman. I was the suffering child. I was that traumatized, frustrated mother. They didn't do what she's doing, and afraid of myself and my aggression toward my first child. I came through all that stuff. So it's not like people want to hide something. It's not like people really want to be themselves. People really want to be connected to their souls, to their real themselves. They just don't know how.
And you just can be happy if you are yourself. You're
Yeah.
never gonna be happy pretend you are somebody else because we are unique. You is just you in all planet for all the generations. So your goal in life, your purpose in life is be yourself, your higher self, the best you can be. Not for anybody else but for yourself.
Yes.
So we're gonna look for that.
Yeah, because when you connected to yourself, you connected to your soul and your body. You understand. You can hear yourself. You can hear the voice of your soul and voice of your body, and you can really be aware about what's good for you. I study about this a lot. So it's starting from the what kind of food you have to eat, and finishing to the what kind of stuff you have to do. What is good for you, because there is a standards in this society that everybody think that
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
when
say.
you are
The society tries to put us like
A label
in
on
a
you.
box, like you
Yeah.
have to follow everyone, like everyone
you're
has
labeled.
to be the same.
You are successful because you have this and this and that. Especially it's in the United States. Or you have to have house with the perfect green grass. You know, you have to have the car smiling at this wife, you know, or husband, and you really pretty much look like you are successful. But you know how many suicides in the United States, a huge number. It's a very bad number. So people pretending they're following that society built frames. And there's no understanding. Nobody's saying to the people that you're gonna be happy only if you will contact to yourself, your real self, and you will listen it. And it's starting from the food, because all these diets, it's a bullshit. There is no diet. There is something that your body needs, and you have to listen to the body. And the only way to get the best stuff for yourself is to listen to yourself.
I do that.
That's true.
I
So
do that.
True. Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to meet yourself first.
Yeah.
It's interesting meeting,
Yeah.
and it's very surprising, because to meet real self, you have to be brave.
Yes, yes.
Many times, and after this happy meeting, you can have chance to meet those who gonna be your soulmates.
Because
Yeah.
because for you love somebody, you first have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're never gonna be able to love in a healthy way nobody else. And how you gonna love yourself if you don't know who you are?
And you do attract what you are.
Yes.
You really do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another part that I think is very important, so everybody gonna arrive with a mask with an outfit that matches your personality, something
Yeah,
that
it has to be
connects.
costume.
Right,
Custom.
needs to be
Everybody
custom.
gonna
Yeah, sorry.
express themselves
Custom.
Needs to be
with the
custom.
costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this party is gonna happen soon. Like when it's gonna be the first party?
22 of October.
Oh, next
It's
month.
beginning of the Halloween week.
No, yeah,
We just decided to
Yes.
do this.
it's gonna be a
fun.
perfect match.
Yes, because a lot of people arriving to Miami for this big Halloween week, and everybody on the mode to have a costume on. So that's a great time to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
everybody a nickname. You know that you think they're gonna match your soul. And when they arriving in the boat, gonna be like Hollywood.
Oh, it's gonna be a
style.
yacht party.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
Yeah,
yacht
you didn't
party.
say that.
It's gonna be a
That's
yacht
gonna be a lot of
party.
fun.
Like Hollywood style. We're gonna have red carpet. We're gonna have people coming from Palm Beach in limousines. We have some people coming from LA. We're gonna be me, Anka, and Anna. We're gonna be doing some interviews in the middle. You know, like who you really are. Talk to us. Tell a little bit about you, but not gonna be who you. Oh, I am a lawyer. No, as a person, your personality, and we're gonna have that on TV, YouTube channel, social media, and maybe somebody gonna look at that person and see, wow, I like that person, and don't gonna be when you cover yourself. Don't gonna be about the way you look. You're not gonna impress the way you look. You're not gonna impress with what you have. You're not gonna impress of who you are. It will be your personality, your soul. But anyway, it's not about anybody else. It's about you enjoy having fun and be yourself. Because there's nobody gonna be looking how you behave or what you do. No, it's not about that.
There is nothing like this exist.
Yes, it's
It's about
unique.
meeting interesting people.
Yeah.
Meeting people that really have achieved, problems that they've had and they've overcome them. So, as I am a healer and
Yes,
went through
Anka.
trauma, and so I understand very well what's needed, So
And
it'll be a
after,
great time.
we're gonna have
So
a
people need to
podcast.
talk sometimes, just to share,
Yeah,
just
just
to
to
share stories.
what the hell they're going on in their life without knowing who the other person. Just have this connection.
Yeah,
Right.
just put everything out.
And after we're gonna have a podcast talking about the party with some guests. Some people gonna talk about the experience and how was.
Yeah,
And
that's gonna be nice, because now we can see how did work. And
That's
Yes.
total experiment,
Yeah.
so we don't know
Yeah.
how it's gonna go.
Yes.
We're just hoping.
Yeah.
But I told Anna a few days ago. I had the dream, and I know whatever we do gonna be big because we have a mission. I have a mission.
But it has a
All
big
of us.
potential.
We all do.
It has
Yeah,
a
we
big
all do. We have a
potential.
mission.
And
yeah, it's a great idea,
Yeah.
and I think
And it has to do with the good of others, because we've experienced a lot and we have a lot to share,
Yes.
a lot of knowledge, and so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is not about money. It's not about get famous. It's not. It's about
So it's not
helping.
about impress others
No.
with your assets. There's
No.
gonna be no assets, no name,
Yes.
no face.
Yes.
How are you gonna impress? Or what are you gonna do?
Did you?
No, I guess what are you gonna do without all these assets? A lot of
What do you have to offer
what do you have to offer?
besides all that?
Yeah,
What
that-
is
that's a good one.
inside?
What do you have to offer? What you really are?
It's like, what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
There's only you and your costume
That's
and your
right.
mask. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Start talking. Let's see what you have.
And we're planning to do that. We're planning to have a private club, probably. We're planning to have these parties, quite often. And we'll be a therapy. And, if you go to all the parties, you're going to be the same people without know who they are. Maybe you're going to fall in love with somebody, don't even know how they look, what they have. You don't even know. But that's
Never know.
real. And we don't want nothing fake
There is
anymore. We're tired.
there is a show that's very nice. I think it's blind
Blind date,
blind date.
no, marriage.
Blind date.
It's blind something.
No, married. I think they get married.
Yeah, they have
Blind
to
marriage.
they have to date without seeing each
Without
other.
seeing each
Yeah,
other,
it's
yes,
an experiment
yes.
too. Like they have to date like just with the voices,
Yes.
with the wall.
Oh no, they do get married.
Yeah, and then
They get married.
if they get along, they have to like
Yeah, they get married.
yeah,
and then they.
they
Oh,
want
that's
to
a
marry
great
me.
idea, actually. And I know.
I think it's blind date, something
Yeah,
like that.
I know that I was listening interview
Blind love.
with
Blind
the
love.
top with the director of the top matching agency, and it's interesting. She said actually the same, that what they do, they matching people together. They don't show the pictures, so it's from the beginning. It's just conversations on the phone, and it's actually makes a lot of sense, because as we said before, we have a lot of frames that were built by society, and certain frames and patterns how we have to look, what it has to be. The men think all women has to look like Barbie. The woman think the old men have to look like Ken. Well, no, people look different way,
Yeah.
and there is. If it's nothing behind, they just appear and just your physical look.
Yeah.
Your marriage is pretty much over. That's why so many divorces, because people meeting each other and they starting relations first of all from their persona, not from their.
It's superficial.
Yeah.
Very
And-
superficial.
On that
And
TV
they look
show,
on the
they
physical.
can talk like about like how you look, like how
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, what do you
Yeah, that's the first thing. What do you do for a
yeah,
living?
What do
they,
you do
they,
for a
they
living?
don't talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah, they.
So it's very cool. You
Yeah.
see many people.
Yeah.
It's love is
Yeah.
blind.
Many
Love
people-
is blind. Love is blind.
Love
Yeah.
is blind.
Love is blind. Friendship is blind.
That's so true.
Everything's supposed to be blind, because that's supposed to come from the
Yeah.
heart and from the real personality.
Yeah, it's
That-
very it's very simple, but it's gonna be on a party and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's gonna be very interesting,
And,
girls.
and the idea came as well because when I had my birthday, I had you guys, I had the TV.
Yes, I remember. It was a very fun
It was
party.
very fun. I was writing about. Was very interesting. Was fun. Was beautiful, but wasn't real and wasn't deep. And I think now that always I'm kidding, I joke. I say, oh, Palm Beach Lifestyle Season 2. But it is Season 2. Now, okay, I know who people are pretending. They were pretending they were something that I know who they are 100% now, and it's not beautiful. So now we're gonna get real. So
So you met
When
the
I get real.
situation when you were thinking something about people and they show their real faces
Oh.
later.
and
or
wasn't
something.
nice. Was like that
There was
why
a
I
lot
need
of situation in my life like
Yeah.
that.
that's why I needed Anna. Because people, beautiful pictures, this, but isn't. I like people. I like people that are imperfect. I like people they are who they are. People that are real. I'm not judgmental. I don't care. Or people did the mistakes they made. We all make mistakes, but I like people that is real. But I understand that we all have traumas. You know, I reacted and I overreacted because I had my traumas, and I know that I'm the first one that needs therapy. Yeah, I'm the first
we
one.
get, because we get upset, we get, we get sad, we get disappointed.
But she said
you know?
something very interesting. Was a trigger. I was triggered because I connected with traumas that I had in the past. There was like repeating that again. It's like life, Okay, let's see if she learned. Let's see if she's.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, you healed. You can pretty much consider yourself healed when you stop reacting on the triggers.
Right.
This is what
Yes.
happened to me.
Yeah.
There is nothing that really can get me because I'm healed completely.
Yeah.
All this when you're very offensive, something hurting you, people something saying, and it's really bothering you, you have traumas because it's triggers.
It
Because when you're
triggers, yes.
completely healed and your personality is built
I agree.
build up, nothing bothering you.
Yeah,
You
I
know
agree.
who you are. You don't care what other people saying. If there is a lot of situations in my life when people showing their personality, like from the way they can say something offensive to me, or they can or like try to cross my borders or something. I'm not getting upset. I'm not getting offended like I used to be.
Right.
I very I take a lot. I can explain later what was wrong, like therapist already right now. But it is trigger when you have all these triggers. When you're getting very upset, when you're getting very angry, when you hate something about somebody, that's real you. You hate the parts of yourself that were hidden in the shadow. That's a trigger, and that's interesting. And the first exercise that I'm giving to make a list of the qualities that you ever hate about your parents. That's one list, mama, another one list, papa, and the third list is what do you hate about other people, like really, that were irritating you. And all those lists, that's about you. And many people can't take this from the beginning. I couldn't take it from the beginning. I was like, no way, no, no, it's not. Oh. Yeah, it's me. So this is how you're meeting real you, and it's interesting is that because first you have to meet real you.
Yes, when you told me this, I made the list the way you told me, and have some things about my father that I didn't like, and I'm exactly like him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is why.
Same
Isn't that
me.
interesting? So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It really
Same
is.
with me.
Yeah.
But what's nice as well, because all these situations, because you, how can I explain? Oh, it's difficult sometimes to explain yourself. But it was very interesting because it was opportunity for me healing myself and know who I really am, and healing.
Because the only way to heal yourself is to find those triggers.
Right.
Oh my God, I found all.
The only way
all,
to
one by
heal
one.
yourself is to meet the real you,
Right.
to realize what it is. Then you can work with it. You can work it out. I mean, you can't cut tomato if you didn't get and find tomato. You have to find it first, and after you can cut it and
That's true, yeah.
and then make a salad with that. But you have to find it. Without finding it, the most people are running away from their traumas. They're running away. That's why we have so many drug abuse. That's why we have so much alcohol abuse. The people running away from themselves. They're trying to escape from the traumas. They can't deal with the traumas because nothing given in society to overcome the traumas. It's given a lot to get more deeper in your traumas, and all this drugs and alcohol. That's a way to escape.
They end up in the closet.
Really?
And all the addictions is a way to escape. All the type of addictions are different. Shopping, one of the
Yeah, that
escapes.
is.
You
Yeah,
try
there's
to
a lot of
buy.
type of
You try
There's
to
so
buy
many.
happiness.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of you ending up with a full closet of the shit that doesn't make you happy. So it's all type of escapes from meeting your real you and facing your traumas. And that's
And I don't know if it's true, but you can tell me. But like usually people they don't like things in the other person, but usually it's like it's something from their mind.
I just said
yeah.
whatever you don't like, especially like
It's about
really,
you, it's not the other
that's,
person.
That's because whatever you see in other people is reflecting your
it's a
shadow part
mirror.
of personality. It's a mirror.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a mirror.
that's what I was
a mirror.
thinking. It has to be with the shadow and yes.
And most people can't accept this from the beginning, because to overcome your problem you have to accept and meet the problem, realize that there's a problem here. So as I said, to cut tomato make salad, you need to get a tomato. So you have to recognize it and admit it.
Yes.
There is tomato here. Okay, now we can do something with that, because if you don't recognize this and don't admit this, you're just running around, drinking alcohol or using drugs to run away and getting you more separated from yourself. So you have to meet yourself first and your traumas and face it and overcome it. Then you have a chance to overcome. And when you heal them with overcome traumas, you have a chance to meet the same healed person. Because that's interesting. The people meeting exactly, they puzzled with their traumas. Like abuser will find the victim in a 3-floor nightclub. They're gonna find each other.
Yes.
It's gonna take 1 hour for them to find and choose each other and fall in love, deeply in love.
It really
Madly.
is incredible. No, it really
Madly
is
in
so true.
love,
Yes, it's
right
so
away.
very true. It's incredible. Yeah. It really
Because
is.
we are
It does
like
happen.
when you don't know who you are, you have everything compressed. You are meeting the person who reflecting your traumas.
Yes.
That's why we have all this hating conversations after marriage. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, he's an asshole. That's so common.
I know.
After 1.5 years, everybody bitch and asshole. Why? There was madly in love
Yeah.
a year ago. What happened?
Right.
This is what happens because people meeting each other and they're puzzling perfectly with their traumas, not with the healed personalities and real personalities. That's why it's so important. And to end this.
And I think something interesting, if you don't heal yourself, you're gonna repeat the same pattern over and over and over. Different actors, but
Different scene, different Different
Yeah,
scene,
it's gonna
different
be the
actors,
same.
but the same thing.
exactly.
Same thing.
That's a psychological
Over.
traps. That's they're built from your traumas. You're building some type of psychological trap. It's a few types of them. It's a 12 types of them, and it's a pattern. Basically it's a program. So you programmed for this type of
That's
scenario.
what you said
And-
at the beginning. Like if you don't treat, you're gonna
You have some type of
yeah,
scenario that
yeah.
you're gonna be repeating.
you're gonna
with
be
different
repeating with
actors.
your son, with your grandsons, and that never stops.
Yeah, but in your life you're gonna
Yeah.
be repeating the same. Like you have a scenario, and you're gonna be having this type of scenario with the different actors.
Yeah.
Circle by circle. So
Yeah.
you can get divorced, you can get married again, you're gonna get the same.
Same. That's
Yeah.
You can get rid of one friend, meet another beautiful friends, and you're gonna have the
Yeah.
same until you healed.
And people, they don't understand life. We're here to learn and to evolve. So life, you here have to learn the lesson. So until you learn the lesson, you're gonna be repeating the same thing over and
get
over.
stuck.
Until you learn. What do you have to learn? Sometimes you have to learn love yourself. You have to learn to forgive. You have to understand that the same way you have your traumas, and other people they have their traumas. So you have to see that, and you have to heal yourself. Just after that, you're gonna be able to have a different life. You cannot have a new life and be an old person. Never. If you want to have a new life, you have to be a new person.
Yeah, you basically have to replace the triggering reactions to the compassion and love. This is what my book is teaching also. So you need to replace it really. Why? Because all these negative emotions that we have in our life are really keeping us in the box. I'm talking about this box, like in when the inner child sitting in a box that built with the resentment, fear, disgust, offense, resentment, with all these things. The adult sitting in a cage, and when you're sitting in a cage, you can really manifest the things that you want in a life. You can really manifest the happiness. You can't really manifest the real happiness. You can bring real people to your life that you want. So you have to destroy this cage and destroy the box that the inner child is sitting. And it's all these negative emotions, all of them. So this is the way, and replace them with the compassion and love. Then this is from the energy knowledge. This is from the energy coaching that I also certified with. So psychology is okay as I work with the mental, but it's not enough because there is much more
It's
there.
much more.
I started from that. So, and this is a way actually. Why you have to overcome with all this? Why you have to forgive everybody? For everybody talk about that. Nobody explaining why. I just said why, because you can manifest your happiness. You can't bring all those things that are gonna make you happy to your life if you're sitting and experiencing all these emotions. So you have to really find a way out, and the way out to meet your real self, and to bring to your life those real people that are gonna make you happy with your way, not the way the society built, with your way. Somebody maybe wants to go to the monastery and they pray there the rest of their life. Why not? Somebody really wants maybe to go to live on a farm, surrounded
Yes.
by animals. Why the society build a lot of frames how the success look for, but you have to really listen yourself how the success is gonna look for you. And the only way to listen is to be connected to yourself.
And the party, how are you guys like selecting the people that will be on the party?
Why you all look at me?
No.
I'm not the only
Yes.
one who. It's that's a big list.
Yeah, we have a list, and we're gonna have a certain number of people.
Because
Yes.
it's on a yacht party.
The idea is that everybody going to be the same level.
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
So it's famous people. It's people with some certain level. So everybody can make sure, because that's another one problem. People think, oh, like they all want to be around me because of first of all, nobody gonna know who you are,
Exactly.
and the second, you can relax because everybody are around are rich and famous.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, even because it's not so many people, we're gonna have to pick one by one. So we're gonna have to sit, and we're gonna, okay, this is the people that I want. This is the people that she wants. So we're gonna see who.
we'll connect.
yeah, the
With
first part is really limited, and
Yeah.
the experiment.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
It has to
limited.
be.
It's limited. So we'll see how it's gonna go. If it's gonna go well, it's gonna be already done in some mansions and the big houses, and with a bigger amount of people. And we'll see how we
Yeah,
can.
this is-
Okay.
How we're gonna handle. We have to see. That's like do this in a little place, little playground, to see how it's gonna go. So then we can take it to the big playground.
And I think the podcast after gonna be very important, because we're gonna have some people. They've been to the party. We're gonna talk, and and we're gonna see how worked this experiment.
They still
Yeah.
they can talk still with the mask.
Yes.
So they can talk the truth. Their
Exactly.
feelings, and they're never gonna be recognizable.
Okay, so thank you, girls. It was very nice
Thank you.
conversation today, and I'm waiting for this party, and I wanna see how we're going with that experience, and I'll wait for the next one with the guests that you wanna bring, and so we can see how the experience was. I
Beautiful.
think it's gonna be a lot of fun and very
Yes.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, anyways.
Yes. Yes.
yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Even
So-
laugh is a therapy. When
Yeah.
you laugh, it's good for your
It's,
soul.
Sure,
it's actually
yes.
proved.
It's
There
just-
is a
yeah.
groups and the curing cancer and diabetes with the love therapy.
So we're gonna
It's
have
scientifically
we're gonna
proved.
have like the party like some recording from the party, right? We can check it out. How like
Because the face is gonna be covered. There is no restriction with the cameras.
So-
That's another one thing, because usually celebrities parties you can't put your camera on.
So tell us your Instagram or social media, so the audience can follow you and see what's going on that party. I think you're gonna do some posts, right, Christina?
Oh, yes. Oh, my
So
God, yes.
tell your Instagram. They can see on the video. We're gonna write down too, but just tell us what your Instagram.
Palm Beach Life.style.
Okay.
And mine is Anka.Burgo.1.
Okay, and Anna.
My Instagram is Anna Parkman. I don't think so. I'm gonna be posting a lot because my Instagram is more professional.
Maybe on the stories.
Maybe in the stories. Maybe I will find a way to talk about this. But my Instagram is a professional.
Yeah, but everyone that it's interested on your book or can find you on that Anna Parkman.
Yeah, Anna Parkman. I have a big account. I have 1 million followers.
Yeah, she's a good influencer. A big one. Okay.
Well, I got a trigger subject. Everybody pretending, but everybody taking a look. what I'm saying there about Chamas.
Okay, girls. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
See you guys on the party.